is one industry that is directly destroying our planet. This industry is the biggest contributor to the most damaging and serious environmental problems that we face today, globally and domestically. If I asked you, what do the majority of scientists believe to be the #1 cause of global warming, air pollution, water pollution, ocean deserts, water scarcity, acid rain, deforestation, biodiversity loss, land and soil degradation leading to loss of fertile land, and our own community environments as it is threatening our own public health, would you be able to guess it? Would you even think that it has to do with the bacon that you had with your eggs in the morning, the wings you had for lunch, and the steak that you happily grilled on the barbecue for dinner? Would it even cross your mind that the answer is livestock agriculture? Well, it is, and the rapid increase of high demand of meat and dairy is leading us to an environmental disaster. So, how is the meat on your plate contributing to massive destruction, species extinction, and extreme suffering? Well, livestock agriculture is responsible for 18% of human-produced greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Along with burning of fossil fuels for energy, it's one of the highest sources of emissions responsible for global warming, even more than all of transportation combined. It is taking part of the hands that are completely choking our planet, and the main ways in which it is doing this is through deforestation and the ongoing release of methane from ruminant livestock. The expansion of pasture and land for feed crops has and is completely demolishing life on Earth billion years in the making. Nearly 80% of the world's agricultural land is being used for livestock, 60% of that being used for beef production, and 1/3 of the global suitable land being used to grow crops to feed all of these animals. Having completely invaded agricultural land, it is now responsible for the disappearance of 50% of wildlife on Earth since the Industrial Revolution. In the Amazon, more than 90% of its forests have been cleared out for grazing livestock. And these animals, they're not even native to these lands. That means that if they were forcefully brought there by humans, other species have to go. And this is the #1 cause of biodiversity loss. And we are currently in the 6th mass extinction of our planet, having wiped out 60% of the animal population. Do you even know what this is equivalent to if there was a 60% decline in the human population? Well, it's equivalent to all North America, all South America, Africa, China, Europe, and Oceania. And now, what are the majority of these animals exhaling? Methane. And what is methane known for? A devastation to climate due to how effectively it absorbs heat. Methane is 84 times more potent than carbon dioxide. State that the top 5 meat and dairy corporations are responsible for more annual greenhouse gas emissions than big fossil fuel companies like Exxon, Shell, and BP. But you know, like I mentioned before, it doesn't only contribute to global warming. Livestock production produces so much waste and manure, which releases over 400 harmful gases into the atmosphere, which contaminates our air completely. And not only does all of this rise up, but it also gets absorbed down by the land as a fertilizer. And the runoff from these contaminants end up in rivers and lakes and oceans and groundwater, and you can probably imagine the damage that it creates. And also, don't even get me started on the amount of unnecessary suffering that all of these animals have to face their entire life. I would show you guys videos and pictures, but it's nothing that you guys haven't seen before, and plus I would cry. So anyways, yes, livestock agriculture is unsustainably inefficient and is completely jeopardizing our future. This is a problem most governments fail to discuss. Its impact is willfully ignored and highly neglected, and people just keep mouthing empty words. So it's up to us to make a change. It's up to you guys who want to make small changes, as simple as alternating your dietary decisions and reducing your meat and dairy consumptions, and maybe becoming healthier with plant-based diets. And those plant-based diets, that is called veganism. It's part of the answer. Trust me, being vegan helps. So to end this, I have one more question. Why would you want to encourage the destruction of our planet and the suffering of the vulnerable? Because it tastes good for the 5 to 10 minutes that you're eating it? Because it's part of your culture, or maybe your family cooks it a lot and therefore as a pre-adult you can't make your own dietary decisions? Or because you just don't care and you'd rather flatter your own satisfactions? So if you weren't aware of all of this, I am making you aware of it right now, so don't choose to ignore. And by the way, yes, I'm a vegan. No, I'm not lacking B12. Yes, I get enough protein. And was becoming vegan hard? No.